Then we'll show a late night, nothing but illustrious guests. Tonight, we are lucky enough to have 2 returning guests of the show. Miro, who is in the building?
Woo, we got John David Washington and Zendaya, stars of Malcolm and Marie.
That's right, that's right. Give it up for the homies. They just blessed the streets.
You know what I'm saying?
They just blessed the streets with their new cinema, Malcolm and Marie, a black and white.
Boom!
It's not a thriller. It's a classy film. It has you in your feelings. It has cinematography. It has monologues. It has things that might trigger old events in previous relationships you don't want to talk about. And you didn't want to be attacked while you were watching a Netflix movie, but you know what? Here we are. How you guys doing? We got to talk about this, okay? How's it going?
Yeah,
all right. First of all, let me just congratulations to both of you. Amazing performances from both of you. It's
powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
I would say.
The monologues, just the way y'all were getting it. I don't want to ruin it. When there's a scene, you did something, you picked up something, and you know what I'm talking about. We're not gonna spoil it. But how did you get prepared to make this movie? Because as I was reading about it, you said it was made in, I might get these numbers wrong, 14 days by 22 people?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right, thank you. How hard was it making it, like with COVID and the pandemic and everything going on?
Right. I mean, essentially, we all kind of created this bubble. I mean, the number one thing was our safety. We wanted to make sure our crew and everybody was safe, and we kind of put together a skeleton crew of like 22 people. This whole thing kind of came from me asking Sam, like, can we shoot something in my house? And then next thing you know, here we were. Yeah, it was really special. I mean, we kind of created this bubble where once you're in it, no one can leave. Which also offered us a lot of time to just kind of work on everything together. And we were quarantined together. So we spent every day with the script, just like going through it, rehearsing it, putting it on its feet, digging into it, just sometimes just having conversations, talk about life and love and many of the subject matter that the film deals with, and just having those beautiful conversations with each other and seeing if we can complete this thing. Because we didn't even have a third act when we got there. So
oh shit.
We were figuring it all out. I was doing my own hair and makeup,
Wow. Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all read that too.
Multifaceted.
Listen.
Yes.
It was
HMU, me.
Made it happen. And John David, your scenes, the energy you were bringing in them, like, I'm not an actor. I don't know what it's like to memorize lines like that or just deliver them with such an intensity. How hard was that? You memorized those lines? Was that improv or was that a mix of both? Like, for those big epic scenes that you were doing, which you killed it in, by the way. Shout out to you.
Thank you. I think Sam Levinson, the writer-director, he's an incredible writer. So all I had to do was follow the yellow brick road, and those were his words. They led me to the promised land. They dictated my movement. They dictated my cadence, my tone. So it's extremely difficult, but I really wanted to say these words, and just thinking about the frustrations of people that look like us in our industries as artists. Not wanting to get boxed in, thinking about a lot of hip hop artists. Our producer, Kid Cudi, he led, a huge new genre when he was coming out. A lot of people weren't ready for it. So I'm just thinking about all these different people and all these different artists, and that's a universal pride thing. That's a universal problem or a universal thing that we all want to get out of. Any artist, no matter the color or gender, you don't want to be boxed in. And so I was, a lot of that was motivating me to say these words, and it made it easier to memorize and really embody and just get after it.
But I would like to add really quickly, John David is incredible at improvising, okay? Mm-hmm. He did do things that I was not expecting, Sam was not expecting, and found ways to crack us up and do things every take that switched it up and made me literally want to go take an acting class, because I was like, I can't do this. I don't know how he's able to insert his own thing and find.
He's talking about the N-words. That's what you're talking about. I understand. Not right though. That's my huge contribution.
Wow.
Proper N-word.
No, there was more than that. That was added, and it was beautiful to watch, and also his movements and beautiful to watch. He won't give himself the credit, so I'm going to give him the credit. But yeah, it was special to watch.
Look at y'all giving each other y'all flowers now. Let me give you some more flowers, because y'all coming in hot. You know what I'm saying? My man's was on Tenet, Euphoria, you know what I'm saying? Y'all about to rack up all the awards in the world. You keeping the streak going with this joint? How does that feel, to be on a winning streak? Y'all getting dub after dub after dub?
I mean, I don't look at it. Well, the win is definitely being able to work opposite Zendaya and Sam Levinson, and being able to do a project that we paid to play. Like
Hmm.
we put our own money in. We really invested in ourselves, and what
Right.
came out of it, it exceeded my expectations. I did this movie selfishly, so I needed it. I needed to work. I needed to do this job. I needed to work with these people, and we did. But I never imagined that it would be out the way it is, and the experience I had, I'll never forget, and I want to do it again with them.
Now, since the movie dropped, people was tweeting about it. Everyone has different like viewpoints. People have theories, different things. Do you guys does that get in your radar, or do you avoid that? Do you read some of that? How does that work? Because I know sometimes, like I try to avoid when people get comments about the show because I really don't give a shit. But how do you guys feel?
I mean, I don't know. I try to find a balance, which is much easier said than done because I want to know, I'm so connected to this thing, it's personal. So it's like, you want to know how people feel about it, what their perspectives is on it. And, maybe a little bit unlike Malcolm, I would like to take the criticism and hear it,
Mm,
but I also feel like, but it's also like you kind of have to find a healthy balance with it because you can also just be sucked into it. And I'm also very sensitive, so I'll take everything to heart, and it can like ultimately stifle me creatively because then I'm like, oh, well, I didn't do this right, and I didn't,
right.
so you can get down on yourself. So it's like, it's really finding the balance with it. And that's where I got my friends and my mom and my best friend who's also my like a brother to me, but also my assistant. He filters through him and stuff. So I call people to find out what the streets are saying, you know what I mean? So I don't have to necessarily look at it myself.
I feel you on
Right.
that.
When you do look at it yourself on occasion, have you developed the ability? Because you gotta, as an entertainer, you gotta develop the ability to to differentiate constructive criticism from straight hateration.
Right.
Have y'all? This is for both of y'all. Have y'all developed that muscle? Because I haven't yet. I still be like, yo, drop a pin, drop a pin.
He's
I'm
being
pulling
honest.
up.
He's being honest. He is threatening to beat up some people online. It happens, We're from the
I'm from
Bronx.
the Bronx,
You know the
man. You
vibe.
know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on that.
I guess I'm working on it too. It depends on who it's coming from, I guess. And so I need to work on more. But I think it's necessary for me. I mean, coming from football, coaches broke down every game, every play I've ever. I had the career game, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he's breaking down everything I did wrong. So I'm just, I'm used to it, and it is helpful. It can be motivating in other ways, but you try to use it for your benefit, for your evolution.
Got you.
Okay.
Now, the music in it was amazing. Who picked the music for the score of the film? Because like there were songs in it. What was it? It was Spotty Yachty, Dopalicious from Outkast was in there.
No,
Was it that? Oh, no, it was
Liberation.
yeah, Liberation. My fault.
Yeah.
Sorry,
On
Outkast. My
Gemini.
fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, how'd you guys pick the tracks that were in the movie?
Some of them were written in there. Some of them Sam wrote in because I think they also play into kind of where the characters are emotionally. With that be Malcolm trying to apologize
Yeah.
or Marie trying to find a way to talk to him.
Mhm.
They're kind of like were also scripted moments, and I think a lot of that was already there. There was some things that were Julio, our editor, found. But then I know there's a nice story of John David giving us our ending song.
Well, I wouldn't say no, I wouldn't say I didn't give nothing, but I just had the lyrics. That song always impacted me in such a way, and it was hearing what Malcolm was going through in his rant, and even in Marie and being an artist, being a frustrated artist, and their relationship to the industry. There's something about Erykah Badu's verse on that, CeeLo's
On
verse on
Liberation,
that
yeah.
that always resonates, and I thought it was just apropos for this story, and it ended like that. That was pretty cool. I mean, it was up to Sam, and I'm glad that he used it.
So what else are you guys working on? Now that's out, that you dropped this. I know how the industry works. Like you worked on this. Now you figured out how to work safely through COVID. You got an advantage on everyone else. What else is going on? What else can we expect from you that you're able to talk about? Because I know how it is. You're like, I got this. I can't say anything, and I got this. I can't say anything. Is there anything you're working on we can know about?
I
Oh,
guess
wow! Everyone's quiet. Okay, say less. Say less. All right. All right. Okay.
It's not a secret. I'm working on a Spider-Man movie, but there's nothing I can say about it. right?
That's more than enough right there. That's
There
more
you
than
go.
enough.
This season of Euphoria, it will, we're gonna have to get back to that soon.
Mhm.
Sham is writing, and I talk to him every day about it. But he's in the midst of that, and then figuring out where these characters are gonna go. Because we were literally stopped production right before we were supposed to start. So literally,
Oh, okay.
for filming, we got shut down. So that's what led to Malcolm and Marie, ironically. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back to those characters, and I miss Rue. So I
Yeah.
can't.
That special episode. Woof.
Talk about it.
Listen, that every now and then you see TV and you're just like, yeah, you know what? It's cool. It's light. I'm gonna just eat my dinner and not really, like I'm gonna get a little entertainment. And then you're personally attacked. You're just like, wow. Like
Therapy.
sometimes, like the film, like the show will end, you just sit there. It's like, wow.
Wow.
I gotta get my shit
Wow.
together, dog. Like,
I gotta, yeah, I gotta.
Yeah.
You start deleting numbers on your phone. Like, I can't fuck with you no more.
You just in the
I gotta
mirror,
get
like,
you out of my
wow, I'm
life.
a coward. I'm a coward. Wow. Like, no, it's so good. It's so good. It's so intense because it was just like that episode was just two people in the booth and the back and forth. And then when he left the sponsor, then he's talking about his reality. Just an amazing sequence. Just more amazing work. And also, got to give you your props again, John David. I finally got a chance to see Tenet, and I was like, yeah.
He did that. He did that.
Like, some nice entertainment in the middle of this pandemic. We want to thank y'all for doing, for keeping it going. We don't got a lot of good entertainment out right now. You guys are providing us with something. So thank you for doing that, y'all.
So before y'all go, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are providing entertainment and respite for the rest of the world. How are y'all? How are y'all taking care of yourselves? What's the self-care routine?
Well, for one, I love what I do, fellas. I really do, and I'm on a set right now, and I'm getting to work, and so between that and just really PS5. I got.
Hey.
By the way, I'm running with the Knicks. I trained for D'Angelo Russell, and I'm in first place right now.
I like to hear it. You love to hear it. Zadea, what are you doing? How are you gonna do
I
it?
haven't gotten the PlayStation 5 yet. I still got the old one.
Wow, Sony, hook it up. Hook it up, Sony.
I need to call my friends at Sony, right?
Yo, Sony, send the 5 PS5 to make up for it.
Come
Come on.
Wow.
It's February.
The family thing, And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. But yeah, me, I don't know. I'm the same. I echo what John David said. I love the job that I have. I love that I get to do this and make movies for a living. It's such a special thing that I get to do. And me, when things come out, I get like real in my head about stuff, and I be on my phone and too nervous and wrapped up in it. So what's been great is just like, even on days where they don't need me on set, I go to set and I watch and I ask questions and I, get to learn. Because one day I want to be able to be a filmmaker, and maybe I want to be a cinematographer. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. So with that being said, I just want to be able to learn. So that's been a nice, good thing for me, and also a healthy distraction.
Okay.
Pow. Young Black Hollywood taking over.
Last question. Sugar or salt in your grits?
Sugar.
Sugar? Wow. Two sugars.
Let's go.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Keep it track now. We're keeping track.
I mean, because the butter will take care of the salt for me. Like, you put the butter in, you just add the sugar in there. Yeah.
That part.
You get that.
Avoid hypertension. The butter got the salt in it already. Come on, hypertension is large in our communities.
Occasionally, I'll have a cheesy grit, but other than that, I'm sugar as well.
Sugar grits. Wow, sugar grits run the night. You learn something every day.
Let's
we want to thank Zendaya and John David, the homies, for coming through.
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Be sure to check out their movie, Malcolm and Marie. And listen, you know what it is? Bodega Boys in the building. Everyone that comes on the show gets a neon sign that can say whatever they want. This is not your first rodeo. Y'all know what it is. We're going to start. Zadea, what would you like your neon sign to say?
Thank you.
Oh, I like that. And John David, what would you like your neon sign to say, my brother?
Number 9 at Roscoe.
Hey! Thank you, number 9 at Roscoe's. Yo, give it up for the homies. Check out that movie, Malcolm. You know what I mean? OBZ. Yo, check out that movie where you get a chance. Malcolm and Marie on Netflix. Yo, give it up for the homies.